Hello, my name is Tatiana and I'm part of the Makers HQ. Okay, so today I'm doing a video on candles, but very specifically, I did not wish to do candles like the ones that you can get, like the big pillar ones. I wanted to do the ones that are the ones that we use for our faith, our worship in some cases. So it's the ones that have the big pill, like the ones in the glass, and they have either like baby Jesus or Mary on them. Sometimes they have Joseph with like sheep, or sometimes it's like the Virgin Mary holding the baby. Sometimes it's Jesus. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. It's the ones that people who are usually in the Christian or Catholic faith use. Okay. So specifically, I've been eyeing these candles because I love the way that the light shines through the candle and through the image. But I didn't want to go and I don't know, start to make my own candles. So I went and found some that did not have the stickers actually on, the labels actually on. They had them just kind of like glued at one point. And so it was very easy to remove with the X-Acto. That's exactly what I did. I wanted to make sure that my label could be see-through, but I had a lot of things that I already had printed. I had a lot of images that I had already printed, and I really wanted it to be one of my images. So that was my first criteria. And so I used this image that I have because the other ones that I had printed were too big and I didn't find it a waste, but I found that I can use it for another project. So I have this image, okay, which is a tiny cat that I drew and she's so adorable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print her onto sublimation vinyl, or vinyl that's made to sublimate onto, all right? Now, I want to make sure that you understand that there is a difference. There are some vinyls that are sticker vinyls, but they are to be printed on through a printer, either laser or inkjet, depending. And I know that Cricut, for instance, has one. And then if you want to, give them die cut shapes, you put them in the Cricut and then you have your shapes. Or if you just want to use a sheet. In this case, this vinyl is specifically made for sublimation. I'm going to sublimate at 356 Fahrenheit. Yes, which is 180 Celsius approximately. I'll put the numbers. And what's supposed to happen is that this vinyl will be printed with this image, okay? And then I'm going to remove the vinyl from the backing, just like you would do with any sticker, and I'll show you the difference. With any sticker, and then it's going to be clear. And that is what I'm going to stick onto my candle, all right? And because it's going to be clear, basically the white of the wax is going to be my background for my image, so it's going to just be lovely. And I think that now it's going to be mostly white, but as the candle goes down, as the wax starts to melt, then you're going to be able to see the light through the candle, and it's going to be delightful. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And this is my first test. So based on this, I'll be able to see if I like darker images, lighter images, if there's anything else for me to do. But I just find it very fantastic. All right, so let's just jump right into it. All right, so this is my vinyl. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your machine is medium to firm. I have mine on firm from a previous project, but that's okay. And, I think mine was a little too firm, actually. So, right. So what you're gonna do is wait a second, because now everything is going everywhere. You're going to make sure that your machine is medium to firm. Okay, perfect. Exactly. And then in this case, this is my candle. I'm going to take it from here and just roll it around like this. Because my design is more in the middle, I don't mind that the vinyl is not going to overlap and it's not going to hit each other like perfectly, but it's very close. I think it's about 1 or 2 millimeters off, or that's how big the gap will be. I'm going to place this here in the middle. Always be careful because I feel like my vinyl pad is my machine pad is a little hot. And in this case, I'm not going to use any tape, but usually If you feel better using tape, please do. Here, and I have it approximately in the middle. I have a little bit of margins at the bottom, so I just want to make sure that that's covered. And that's it. So this is not rocket science. It's basically with this, you cover the vinyl with the sublimation, and then you use either a Teflon sheet or everyday paper, and that's it. All right. So it's going to be 356 for 40 seconds. Okay. So if everything came out as planned, I do have an image. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Now I see that for some reason there's maybe some type of bubbles. I'm gonna see if they come out. I'm gonna see if they come out when I put it on, but I'm thinking it will. And if it doesn't, it's okay, because you know what? It's a test, right? I want to see if it works. Now, usually Ughead is the one who sticks everything on, and since he's not in this video, I'm gonna see how well I do. I'm confident that I'm gonna do it well. Okay, so basically everything that has a mold has a line or has some type of seam on it, and I can see that my seam is here. I just want to make sure that it's gonna be as close as possible to the seam. So I'm gonna align it here and touch it down, which I'm having a hard time for a sec, so just give me a sec. Because once you have it, then that's it. Like this. And then I'm going to slowly unroll it, okay? So I'm here, and I'm slowly making sure that the air bubbles are out. And if you're like me, you're impatient, you just want to see how things are going to end up. But if you just take the time, then it's going to be worth it in the end. So just slowly going through on each side. If you have a credit card or some type of squeegee, you can also remove some of the air bubbles. But this just allows you to just slowly do it. Now this is where the sticker kind of got like rolled together. So I'm not sure if it's going to come out perfectly, but I'm going to do as best as I can. And that's okay. Ideally, I wouldn't want any type of bubbles, but it's okay. It's for a test. It's for me. Now, would I do this with the bubbles for a product that I'm selling? No, that's not cool. But for my art studio, it's perfect. And then it's really to show you the idea. So here I am. I'm just rolling it on. And it's perfect. This is my candle with the girl on it. And I love her. As always, every time I see my work on something that's lovely, I'm very happy. And this is her. So the only thing that I would say is here, you see, I didn't start the sticker exactly on the seam. So the sticker goes through, the seam goes through the middle of the girl. Now, if I was selling, I would take my time and really do it so that it doesn't happen. Or if I really not cared, but if it had to be perfect, I would just really make sure that I started at this seam so it wouldn't go through, or maybe just make sure to start it like at a different place, just to make sure that this part of her face wouldn't go through. But these are details, because at the end of the day, it looks like this. Absolutely lovely. Okay, so this is the final candle. She's so pretty. I love her so much. It's funny. Okay, I'm just gonna say a few seconds. It's funny because whenever I see my work, like when you do something, you just think like, oh, it's mine, but you don't really think about it because you do what you do, and then a lot of us don't take the time to appreciate the work that we do. And it's the same thing for me. I draw all the time, so it's not as though I'm constantly looking at things and being like, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Yes, I do say that, but then I have to move on to the next person or the next drawing. And so I don't often take the time to appreciate each drawing. But when you print it onto something and when you have to go back to your work, then I think that it's a very good time to appreciate it and to really love it, just like I do, and to really see like the progress that you've made as an artist, or to see that, you know, you're doing the things that you want to do. And in this case, I said, if anybody wants to sell, this is a really good thing I think would be to sell, because it would have your image. In my case, I'm not sure, but I know that I tried it and I really love it. And so I'm extremely happy with the results. And this is what it looks like when it's lit up. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's fantastic. I'm very, very happy with the result. Okay, so that's it. If this video brought you any value at all, please like and subscribe. And next time you shall see me with Angel, my partner in crime and in life. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of you who subscribe. Have a good one.